Forces and energy. Now we need to talk about work for a while. Work, in a physics sense, is done when a force causes the shape of an object to change, or when a force causes an object to move. When a force causes an object to move, the amount of work done depends upon the distance moved and the mass of the object. So the heavier the object and the further it's moved, the greater the amount of work done. And off your physics equation sheet, W equals F times D, where W equals work, which is measured in joules, F is force in newtons, and D is distance in meters. Distance is always in meters, force is always in newtons. Lo and behold, there's a lovely little triangle, F times D on the bottom. Cover up the one you're looking for, the position of the other two tells you blah blah blah. So let's do a worked example. An object of weight 50 newtons was pushed 20 meters along the ground. How much work was done? Well, W equals F times D, 50 times 20, which is 1,000 joules. Easy. Now, energy is transferred when work is done. That's a key thing to remember. So, for example, if you push a crate across the floor, the energy from your food that you've eaten is transferred to kinetic energy. And because work is done against friction, that's a key phrase to remember. Work is done against friction whenever two objects are in contact. And that means that some of the kinetic energy is transferred as heat. So to help explain that, why do your hands warm up when they're rubbed together? Because work is done against friction, and some of the kinetic energy of your hands is transferred as heat. Why do car brakes warm up when they're applied? Because work is done against friction, and some of the kinetic energy of the car is transferred as heat. There's a model answer in there from some exam question, isn't there? Power. Now we've talked about power in Unit 1 in terms of electrical appliances. Power is the work done or the energy transferred in a given time. P equals E over T, where power, power is measured in watts, E is the energy transferred in joules, and time is in seconds. Time is always in seconds. Triangle. So try this. A builder moved 5 kilograms of bricks. So 5 kilograms was the mass. So the weight of the bricks was 5 times 10, because G is 10, isn't it? So 50 newtons is the weight. And he moved it a distance of 5 meters. It took him 10 seconds to do this. So what was his power? So pause the video and you'll have to turn it upside down to get the answer. So it's just worth reinforcing here that the amount of work done, in a physics sense, is equal to the amount of energy transferred. And that's why the unit of work is the joule. Now, any quantity which involves energy is measured in joules, and that'll help you when you go to the physics equation sheet to pull out the correct equation.